Hello, my name is Mr. Sexton, and I'm going to be your instructor for Missouri Government PS 220 this semester. As you should be aware, this is an 8-week class, and it is worth 1 credit hour. So what we are going to attempt to do in the 8 weeks that we're together is to learn as much about the Missouri government and the way that the Missouri government operates as possible. As you can see on the screen, there's a copy of my syllabus, and on that syllabus it has ways to get a hold of me. It lists my office location, my office phone number, my cell phone, and my personal email address. In addition to that, it also tells you where and when I will hold office hours. In the class this semester, there are going to be times when you don't necessarily understand what I'm requiring of you, or maybe you just have a general question about some topic. These are the ways you need to get a hold of me. The biggest issue that students generally have in a class like Missouri government or United States government is that when they don't understand things, they just move on and hope that they will figure it out later. I am encouraging you strongly to contact me. I give you these different ways of contacting me because I want to be available to you as much as possible. So if you call me on my office phone, realize I am not there all the time. But I do have my cell phone with me most of the time. So I'm encouraging you, if you need to speak to me, that would probably be the best way to get a hold of me. As long as you treat the number with respect, and please don't call me at 2:30 in the morning or something along those lines. But realize if you're having a problem with something, especially if it's technology, leave me a message, even if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to answer the phone, but at least I will have that message from you showing that you attempted to correct what was going on, and then I can move on from there. So let's talk with each other. The other thing that we need to realize and take a look at is we need to realize that there is prerequisite for this class. As you look on the screen now, there's the course description that you can find in the student bulletin, and it states that PS 220 Missouri Government is required of students who have had 102 transfer credit and who have not completed PS 103 or PS 104. What that means is if you're transferring from another state and you got national government and their state government, you have not met the requirements of Southeast Missouri State University, which requires you to have U.S. government or national government and Missouri government. So this 1 hour course is to make up for that. This course is designed to give you a general overview of how Missouri government operates, what it looks like. I teach here at the university mostly PS 103, which is U.S. political systems that look at both the national and state government of Missouri. What I'm going to attempt to do in this class is to try and teach you Missouri government in a way that it kind of compares how does Missouri do it to the way the national government does it. How does Missouri do it as compared to how Iowa does it or how Illinois does it. So the fact that you have had a prerequisite of national government is important because I'm not going to re-lecture all of the issues and all of the topics that you should have gotten in national government. Okay. By no means does that mean that you're not to contact me if you have a question about something I talk about at the national level. Call me and we'll do our best to help you understand what's going on. Okay? Now, as we go through the semester, you should realize at this point that this class is an online class, which means you and I will never sit in the same classroom. You and your fellow students will never sit in the same classroom. But we do teach this class online using the Moodle LMS, Learning Management System. So what you'll need to understand to be successful in this class is how to use Moodle. If you have not used Moodle, you need to contact somebody at the help desk at 651-4357, or just 4357 if you're on campus, and ask them, how do you get connected with somebody that can teach you how to use Moodle? They will very, very graciously help you. Or you can go to the Moodle site. If you know how to get into the Moodle site, go to the Moodle site and it will look like it does on the screen right now. You'll see that we have the Moodle page, and it's broken down into what I call weekly modules. And to learn how to use Moodle a little bit better, if you go to the block that says General Course Information and you click on that block, you will see at the very top there's a statement that says click here to access some very important videos related to using Moodle. If you click on those, it will take you to a page that gives you some videos that the Center for Scholarship Teaching and Learning has created to teach you some of the basics of using Moodle. If you do not know how to use Moodle, and if you don't learn how to use Moodle, you're going to run into some problems very quickly in this class. Okay, so we are going to be very much Moodle based. Okay, going back to the syllabus and what we can expect in the course, you will have 2 textbooks in this class. Those textbook names and titles are listed on the screen in front of you. You got an email earlier in the week about going to the bookstore and getting those. So you'll need to get both of those, and we'll be using those throughout the semester. Each week that we have material to cover, you will have a certain number of activities each week. And some of your activities are going to be textbook based, and some of your activities are going to be based on what I call supplemental materials. It might be a video that I've created that I put up, or it may be a link to some articles. Okay? Each week you're going to have a quiz over the textbook chapter that we're covering that week, and then you'll have a quiz over any supplemental materials we have. These quizzes aren't going to be very long, so you need to keep in mind that you need to have access to the textbooks and any of these materials that I will be posting online. Okay? If you have a problem getting the textbooks, don't wait until week 4 to tell me that. As soon as you find out the textbooks aren't available or you can't get one, you need to contact me very quickly, and we can work on seeing how we can do that for you. Okay. The next really big thing that I need you to be aware of is that I have this class set up in what I call weekly modules. Every week there'll be a block on the Moodle site for you, and it'll say week 1 and then the dates, and week 2 and then the dates. When you click on that block, then it'll tell you what chapter we're covering that week. It will provide you with access to any videos or supplemental materials that we have for that week. Okay, it'll provide you with all of that information. Now, in addition to that, you need to understand that these materials will be posted by 7 p.m. each Monday evening. They will then need to be completed by 5 p.m. the following Monday. So you basically have a week, really it's right at 8 days, to complete all of these activities. Understand, one more time, these activities will be posted by 7 p.m. Monday evening, and they have to be completed by 5 p.m. the following Monday. And the reason that I have them due by 5 p.m. on Monday is because many students, for a variety of different reasons, wait till Saturday or Sunday to start working on these activities. And the problem is, I'm not readily available. There are not technical people readily available on campus for you on the weekends. So if you run into technical problems, you can call first thing Monday morning or at noon on Monday to get that help. I provide this information for you for a lengthy period of time, 8 days. You have plenty of opportunities to access them and see if they're going to work properly for you. So if you have technical problems, if you wait till 4:30 on Monday to start working on these and then you run into technical problems at 4:30 on Monday, Yes, it's a technical issue, but part of the problem is that you waited till the last moment to do it, and I'm going to be very, very unlikely to have a lot of sympathy for you if procrastination is just the only reason you waited till Thursday, or I'm sorry, until 4:30 on Monday. So the weekly modules will be set up, it'll be very clear, and basically the way it'll work is right now all that's up on Moodle is what I want you to do the first week. And then by the time the second week starts, which will be at 7 p.m. on the second Monday of our semester, then all of the material for week 2 will be available. And then you'll get material for week 3. All of the materials will be provided for you either through the textbook or online. Now let's talk a little bit about how I'm going to grade you in here this semester. Again, if you look at your syllabus, on the syllabus I have listed the items that we will be completing. There will be 2 exams, so basically a midterm and a final. Each of those exams will be worth 100 points. So slightly under half the points for this class will come from your exams. The next thing you'll have is you'll have the textbook quizzes that you have each week, what we call supplemental materials quizzes. Quizzes over the videos or other articles or whatever else I want you to read in addition to the textbook. For your textbook quizzes and your supplemental materials quizzes, everybody forgets to do one every once in a while, or everybody is rushed. So you get to drop one of your textbook quizzes and one of your supplemental materials quizzes. In addition to that, we're going to do a 3-part activity called the elected officials assignment. And what that's going to be designed to do is to help you learn who represents you in Missouri. And we're primarily going to be doing that by asking you to find who represents you at the national level and who represents you at the state level. That way you can understand and you'll get to know that even though somebody's called a senator, you have senators that represent you at the national level and senators that represent you at the state level. This elected officials assignment is designed to do several things. And it's designed, 1, to help you figure out how you determine who represents you, and also to help you understand the difference between the people that represent you at the state level and those who represent you at the national level. And then in addition to that, you'll have other activities and assignments that come out up through the semester worth 65 points or thereabouts. And depending on how many of those points you earn will determine your grade. If you earn between 90 and 100%, you'll get an A. If you earn between 80 and 89%, you'll get a B. If you get 70 to 79%, you'll get a C. Between 60 and 69%, you'll get a D. And anything less than 60% is an F. You need to get as good a grade in here as possible. Okay? Each one of you are transferring in from another university or another college, and I am sure that you have the skills to do well in this class. The big thing is that you keep up with the activities that we're doing. The students who just decide they're not going to watch the videos, they're not going to read the textbook, or they're not going to do the elected officials assignments, those students are the ones who struggle on the exams. Okay? I really truly believe that every one of us that are taking this class can succeed if they do 2 things. Complete the assignments and the required readings and such as I ask, and contact me when you have questions. Make sure, again, that you know how to use Moodle, that you have access to a computer, and that you understand that I will make activities available starting at 7 p.m. on Monday evening, and they will be due by 5 p.m. the following Monday. I have very little leniency for assignments being late. The syllabus will cover each of the finer details of things like extra credit opportunities and talking about late assignments and things of that nature. So I really encourage you to read the syllabus, and if you have any questions, make sure that you contact me. As we get ready to have exam number 1, I will post another video for you, kind of explaining how I think you should prepare for the exams. So be looking for that. I could post that today, but most of us, if we watch today, will forget by week 4 or by the middle of the semester. So please, if I post a video for you to watch, make sure you watch it, because I'm doing that because the more information you have, I truly believe the better you will do in this class. Okay? Well, good luck with the semester. I have absolute confidence in each one of you. And I also want you to understand that anything that you need as it relates to this class or as it relates to your being a student here at Southeast Missouri State University, that you contact me and I'll do my best to help you deal with it. God bless, and I'll talk to you guys later in the week when you start looking at materials for week 2.